Alright, I'm here. Let me share this stream link around real quick. I've not done so yet. Yo, what's up, Dividend Bull? How you doing? I guess I'll join Discord too. Alright, that should be fine. When played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new. Good afternoon, what's up, Garden? What's up, SF? Good to you. Dividend Bull's in a great mood. Target turned into 55%. Damn. You ended up shorting that tweezer top? Tweezer top, hammer rejection, whatever we're calling it. Damn, nice. It's crazy, like all this red that we're feeling, and we haven't really moved down that much today on SPY and Triple Q. They're actually still trying to defend this area, which is kind of the bottom of this little like range we're in. I'm not gonna say this is where we're ranging, but this is kind of where we're stuck for now. And you see, they're trying their best to break this area underneath. On the daily, this looks a little crazier. You see, they're trying to give up that area. It's just not giving. But even if we do end up closing under 595.20s today, I'm still not super bearish yet. That does give us a little bit higher probability that it has a chance of testing this day's open, which, if broken, can definitely give us that gap fill, and you guys know the rest. Also, that's a good just gap fib in general, so that'll be important. But we'll see. It really does rely on this. This is kind of like a first trigger. I would say this is like a second trigger for this to definitely give us some more pullback. I think a lot of us too are definitely trying to expect a move like this instead of trying to catch this, which if that happens, whatever. But if the other scenario, the first one I shown, if that one works out, that's where a lot of us are gonna thrive. That calculated hidden retest. So we'll see if we get that. If not, we have the bullish scenario, guys. Bulls are still present. They don't drop under anything. We end up getting a good hold, maybe a good liquidated retest, maybe no retest at all. Maybe they just go straight through the new high. So we'll see. But we do have a couple days of slowdown, so I think this actually gives bulls a chance to actually prove something, give us another burst to the upside in the market. Or do we finally see a breakdown that actually kind of signals to us, hey, some slowdown is possible? Because we haven't really gotten that in a bit. Could have held and to be up, but not because of the time to decay. Oh, okay. That's fine though. You did good. You done good, kid. What's up, username? Leland, member for 19 months. That's a very long time. 19 months. The BA death is still continuing. As expected after a double inside bar breakout. Almost a triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. Damn, Pepsi did bounce. I was wanting to swing trade this, and I was like, it's Pepsi. It won't go up. But I actually like this area that it's in, like we talked about yesterday. Pepsi's looking pretty good. I'm not going to say too good, but looks pretty good. I don't know about the same about Nike, though. You're saying MMM, by the way. Ooh, you're doing good. You're doing good, Dividend. We'll check that out in a bit. Let's add it to the list again. I think I deleted her off the list for personal reasons. But we'll add her back. We'll check her out in a bit. Good looks, though. I already see what you're looking at. Roku. Roku's in a weird scenario as well. They filled their, gap, but they're holding pretty well. If the market does move up, that's in a position to also go. Oh, DDD. Yeah, I saw your post. I said I'd buy 100 if I ever sell under 3 again, and I didn't buy them yet. My reason being is I'm still kind of seeing, are we trading to this level or are we losing this level? Because if we lose it, then I have to expect that we do want to work back towards this low. But yeah, no. Somewhere in here, though, I'm buying 100 shares. So it shouldn't be too costly. Square? No. Oh, wow. Gap down after a hammer rejection. Yo, what's up, Dr. J? Good to see you, man. Dr. J. Dr. J secretly the Joker this whole time. Whoa, Oracle. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's a pretty bearish candle after an already bearish candle. That's interesting. I just gotta know. It's not a good fib to draw, but I just wanted to know from this high to this low, is this rejecting that halfway point? It is. It just kind of looked like it. And then you get a lower open under that day's low. I'm sorry, that just looks super bearish. The only thing it's really waiting to do is just break that 187.20. Let's see how it reacted to that. It didn't really react to it. It just has a couple good candles above it right now. I'd say that's the one thing keeping Oracle from all-out destruction. Because if not, oh, come on. If not, these would be really good targets. That level there and that level there. Come on. Which let me make these dotted so I don't forget. Whoa. That one's interesting though. I'm gonna have to watch that. Not the Joker, but the Joker would probably say that, yeah. I don't know why, randomly right there I thought of that, like, old cartoon Batman. You just hear Harley Quinn saying Dr. J or whatever. I don't even remember the last time I saw one of the Batman movies, actually, now that I think about it. Why was I thinking about that? Alright, we're gonna go to the smaller time frames for a second. Oh, what's up, Joyful? What's up, username? Good to see you guys in the Discord. I didn't check it as quick, so I didn't see y'all joined. Oh, good to see you, Garden. You're gonna take a nap real quick? Fair enough, Dividend. Fair enough. Seems like we were staying between 595, 594s. Yeah, might be. Yo, what's up, Andrew? How you doing? We always get hyped when Andrew joins the stream. I'm okay. My trade didn't go 100% as planned. Yo, what's up, Black Death? Good to see you. What does that mean when you type that? Am I just stupid? Oh, that's right. You said it's a wave. Yeah, I'm just stupid. Alright, Andrew, where's this trade at that didn't go 100% as planned? He's like, it didn't go 100% as planned, it went 99% as planned. Oh wait, I think I found it. I think I can even see right here where you were explaining why it didn't work. You said, do we know why that didn't work out for the both of us? And then you said, lower high formed in a bear flag. I like that you put that in quotations. As well as under current day open and pre-market low. Looking for a reversal was tough because it wasn't there in the plan. I did not see a BTD or some sort of 40% failed entry. PDL is very important as we have buyings on there, so if we fail it, it's going to be a red day. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much, yeah, that's a good, like, simple standard to keep in your head, I would definitely say. And maybe not all the time, but most of the time, I like that's how you put it. Okay, fair enough. It's in results and review? Oh, okay, hold up. I'll go look now. I shall look. Try to buy a dip. Break of structure from earlier and higher low was formed. Intercept the green candle. My price target one was 596.96. Oh, because that was the recent high. Okay. I don't even have to get onto you because you already know order of operations. And I like that you know that you were kind of entering a risky trade, but I see what you were going for. You were going for that retest of that high, and that's fine. Now, if I were to look at this and you didn't have any like recollection of what any of these areas were, I think I'd be a little annoyed, but you understand exactly where your open is. You understand where the low is. You understand where the control is everywhere, so it allowed you to actually make that decision of like, hey, I'm about to be really wrong here. That sucks, though, that your target was 2 cents off. I saw it like pretty much went up to it, wicked it, which I know just because we see wicks go up and hit levels, that doesn't mean it was you were able to get out of a trade. Sometimes it's impossible to get out at that exact level. So you just have to bite the bullet and take a smaller win or a smaller loss if it gets up to your target like that, but fair enough. And it didn't go as planned, but you sure managed it well. That could have been a lot worse and made a lot less sense. Damn, Dividend Bull is hungry today. I like it. You were 100% confident that it was going to happen, just wasn't in the cards today. Yeah, no, it looked like you had a good sense of like just awareness, which is good. Because you really need those if you're gonna take those kinds of plays. Like, it's a little risky, but see, like, I can't get onto you because like you're not somebody who's been here like you're not a basic beginner type. You know, you're not just learning some of the basic concepts right now. Like, you're already past all that. So you're allowed to take those kinds of trades. But if you were someone else who was in here and you were like just starting out, I'd be like, yo, you need to chill out. You need to relax. But I like that you're taking that risk. It shows your confidence and your knowledge about, you know, how the levels work and theory, you know, what direction and what order should certain things hit. I always said too in the past, it's like a confusing conversation, but you can really tell when someone is confident or not in the knowledge that they know about the system or how it's supposed to be used. You'll see trades like that where we're under current day open, but you were still looking for upside. Why is that? Because there's not just current day open. Now, that's the main factor we like to focus on, but once you get past that, you know, beginner stuff, you start to realize there's a lot more going on. So you should stick to, you know, remaining bearish under CDO, watch that PDL to break, so on and so on. But I saw what you were going for, though. It wasn't completely made up bullshit, mumbo jumbo. So that's good. Now, if I had saw a different entry, I think I would have been like, you're just guessing. But you actually were buying the only spot that looked like it could have been a BTD under CDO. And a lot of the time, and your targets were right too. You had that recent high, and then you had CDO. It wasn't just, oh, let me get up to current day open. Let me get this crazy parabolic buyer move. Like, no. You were realistic. Good job, Dividend. I see what you're doing. You're just kind of updating it as much as you possibly can. I like that. I saw you do that in the other channel too. A good way to see if someone's really motivated that day or not. Bro's updating every move and going over exactly what's good for a buyer, what's good for a bull, what's good for a seller. It's good to think about that stuff as the price moves around the chart too, so you can see different, you know, I don't want to say like variance of price, but just like, you know, different breakdowns. You see a 40%, you see 80%. Yeah, they don't all look the same, but the entry does. Down for the day, but only 18. Tomorrow will be great. Bro's off the Addies a little. Yeah, he's locked in. I'm not bashing him. It's good. It's good that he's locked in like that. That was one of the few reasons I chose him. It's also because I knew he was like, out of everyone in chat, he's one of the respectable people that, you know, won't treat someone a weird way. He's carrying the boats. He's carrying the boats that have the drugs on it. He is the boat. Yo, what's up, Alst? My bad, I didn't even see you join, man. I was checking YouTube chat. Good to see you, though. Yo, what's up, you? Good to see you, man. I just happened to be looking at the chat when you joined. I wasn't trying to single you out. Good to see you all in here, though. Staying on my feet with these trades, staying diligent. Good to be here. Good to hear. Honestly, every day trade floor has only gotten more mature. It's pretty crazy. Whether it's like how people are posting or how people are helping each other out or interacting, it's really nice. Every time I go in there's like 3 or 4 people working together, at least. Or just a bunch of people adding updates to each other, which is cool. Perfect slowdown because of the supply zone. Good looks, Andrew. Oh, be sure to check out the latest video, guys. It is public for everybody. It's not just like a members only kind of thing. I kind of forgot about it. I recorded this very late last night. Don't ask when. And I don't know. I was just really wanting to post this. But I set a schedule for it instead of uploading it super late. So it went up today. Thank you, Sinful. But yeah, definitely check this out. It's just the charting supply and demand like we go over. It just, you know, I'll just show you the end result. Just kind of focused on those recent highs and stuff, and just showing people another basic way to get some zones in your chart. I like to use daily time frame charting mainly. And then of course the other videos, we have the day trading, the swing trading, this random BS upload is just for fun. So definitely check all that stuff out. This was kind of an old one, but re-uploaded, so I didn't realize it wasn't on YouTube, it was only in Discord. So there's a couple things you could go check out. But right now, guys, we are breaking down under 594.14. It's a pretty notable area of demand. If we end up cracking under today's low, 593.75, there's a very high chance we see 593. And possibly a break of 593 for all we know. Tobias said, yo, can SPX chill? I just added Amazon logs. Sheesh. Yes, your memory does serve you correctly, Eric, and I had also reposted this in chat because I did not want to see anybody in chat be like, oh my god, Pal speaks today. I dare somebody to say that after I posted the same damn news 3 times. I dare somebody. And Eric posted it before me, so it's not even the first time it's been posted. I dare somebody to be oblivious. Tobias trying to rage bait. Yo, Tobias, I hope you chase your dreams, man. I really hope you do. And regardless of however long you're gone or wherever you go or who you encounter, we're always here for you. You thought he was fired? Shut up. That's a rage bait right there. I thought he got fired from that new president guy or whatever that funny guy's name was. Yeah, who's that? Oh, God. Who is Pal? Has this guy been relevant the last 2 years? The Fed? My ops? What's his name again? Jerome. Here in a minute, guys, we'll try to switch between smaller time frame and bigger time frame. I'm going to be going back and forth till the close, because I know a lot of you are here just to chill, but I know some of you are here to actually find a swing trade, so we will try to find one. Did anybody check out? Oh wait, y'all weren't here for all of that. If you are in premium or in lifetime, we covered this swing together. The lifetime stream was just for lifetime only, but I did post the results and the swings that we took together in premium. So if anybody was in chat I took advantage of that. But yesterday we traded Google for the most part. This was our bigger trade. And it was just following the Candlestick Handbook guide. I'll show y'all. Hold up, let me get my folder off the screen. Uploaded, Candlestick Handbook, here it is. Oh, right, straight to the page. But this is the pattern we took. Just one black crow. If you guys can't see this on Discord, it's because I'm streaming it on YouTube. But it's just a picture of the handbook guide. And then you can see the chart here. Lower open, lower close as well from the previous day low, so that's a very good sign. And also, I like that this wasn't the first time up here. A little bit of a squeeze happening before. It's like a little hidden retest like we talked about. And then we got a really good move. And that's about all she wrote. This was a Knox to trade. And honestly, Costco, we could probably still be in this chart, but I'm gonna keep my small green day, and we're just gonna wait for this one, because the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? We don't need to be sitting in this at the same time as we're shorting a tech stock. Let's just wait. So we'll come back to Costco, but I still like Costco a lot. There's a couple other some of my friends down in chat. We'll go over those though later. I don't want to go over them too soon, and then we get closer to the end of the day, and then we're too sold or too bought on one of these trades. Like, we're like really excited that it's a call or a put, and I don't want to get to the end of the day and then we pump or dump super hard and kind of ruin that, and then us not really. It's like getting really close to an animal, and then that animal has to go, and it's like fuck, like that's gonna hurt a lot, you know. So it's kind of the same thing with this, you know. I don't want to get married to a setup, and then we find out that it's not going to be worth it. Because of the overall market, and then we just don't take it at all. So I don't want to hurt my feelings. So it's a really good method. It's the only analogy I can think of, though. It's like a pet. Don't want to get too attached. Oh, and AMD. Thank you, Andrew, for reposting that again. I am in full endorsement of anybody who's looking at AMD. AMD needs to be studied right now. But that's about it with me. Did anybody have anything else they wanted to say? Anything they're looking at? Anything they might be looking at? Any setups? Any questions? Any remarks? Statements? Please let me know. I'd love to read it all out right now. But we're going to keep flipping back and through just to see what's up. And before that, a failed bullish move. Yes, sir, Doctor. Giving us that little bit of a trigger. You know me, I like that trigger, and then I like to try to find that hidden move, which a lot of the times, it's not going to happen. We're not going to get that little hidden retest we like to look for. Amazon back over 212. Now keep it there. You're looking at ASML. Yeah, but what does UPST do, you know? Amazon. Yeah, Amazon is doing great. There's not really much to say about that one. They look like shit right now. Intraday chart. Amazon, Tesla. Yes, Amazon. Visa, Andrew said. We'll look at Visa. Which, you know, we kind of jump through a lot of these all the time, but I'm not going to be staring at them too hard. But I did see Visa and MasterCard have been ripping back up. I think it was either Aloha or Garden Trader. It was one of the two. But one of them brought up MasterCard and Visa kind of going up a couple weeks ago. And I hadn't realized it just because in my head they were still down under the highs. But since then I've drawn fibs just try to see where they're going. But good looks. This is almost like a similar setup to that Google slowdown. Not the exact same setup, but it's got that feel. It was you, Aloha? Okay, thank you. I knew it was one of you two. He said, give me conversation bias on 235 calls for January 17th. On Amazon, I'm assuming? Conversation bias. I have a forward target at 224.50, but I don't know if that's gonna hit or not. There's your little bias from me. Also, coin needs to be watched and studied. It's been down at this level the last 2 days and it's failed to hold under. So I don't know. I think that's going back up a little bit. Maybe we get a small impulse move, maybe an inside bar into this bigger red candle. Sorry, and into this one. Just kind of curious on that one, but yeah, coin could be a good watch. Also, got to remember, coin could also be slowing down and not breaking the next level because Bitcoin has slowed down. So that could just be a natural reaction of its sector just chilling the hell out, which is fair enough. They did rally pretty hard, fair enough. But we have an inside bar on Bitcoin, so that would be very interesting. And how long until Powell is speaking? How long do I have? He speaks at 2 o'clock. Okay, so we got 55 minutes. Ooh, Macy posted. Nice. Garden, it wasn't me. Don't you put that on me. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Still not certain about where to move stops. Can I get your insight on where slash... on how slash where to tighten stops to? Okay, well, on that SPY chart, fair enough. That was just a fat-ass buyer candle, but honestly, that first candle you should have been out. The first green candle you should have been out. Not the small one, the big one that pushed whatever your first EMA is. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're confident to enter puts under that EMA and it goes back above it, that should be your just natural your natural signal to be like, hey, I think I'm wrong short term on this. Which could have saved you minimal profits on that, but you got to look back at your chart. They spiked up on you, so there's not much you can handle on that, and that's the 1 minute, so there's not much more I can break down on that one. But let's see here on your 5 minute, so I can get a double view. I like that you have both up, because this is exactly how I trade, so this is actually very easy for me to look at your chart. I'm a huge 5 minute to 1 minute guy. Well, I think most of the trading playlists I put out, almost all of my personal trades are utilizing both of those time frames. I think there's other instances where I try to do it for an example, but the 5 minute, 1 minute is my bread and butter. It's very easy to understand too, the breakdown of it. Like, okay, I did this on the 5 minute, let me zoom down to the 1, let's trade it. 4 puts entered, scaled out to... How did your last contract do on that trade? I really like your scaling out though, Alst. You scaled out to at your next level, because why would you ignore a level? That'd be stupid. So good job selling 2 of them. And I was gonna say, actually, I would sell half of them or 3 of them there, because you want to get the majority of your position out at your first target. But I'm glad you did half. You scaled 1 before it started reversing, so I'm assuming you're up pretty nice in this trade. But that last one, that sucks. I think on that last one, you might have been giving it an extra minute too, just because you know you did so well in your first 3. But that's situational. That's nothing you could really do on that one. There's nothing. You're not doing any. You understand? You're not doing anything wrong, right, Alst? You understand that, right? You said still not certain, but when I look at this setup, I'm like, damn, he seems pretty certain. Maybe I'm reading something wrong. You look like you know what you're talking about when I read these. If you would have had all 4 selling where you cut that last one, I'd be getting on to you right now, though. But you scaled out. That's literally the whole point. So you can get to that point where your stop loss isn't so hard to manage. Which this should be the easiest part for you, because you did the hard part. You entered, you scaled out 2, you scaled out a 3rd. You're pretty much just in your final contract managing it. But don't ignore your first EMA. If you're gonna have that on your screen, use it. Anytime any of my swing trades or day trades, anytime I have a trade come back up and it's touching my EMA, that doesn't tell me I'm allowed to keep holding. That tells me that this is my last line of defense. So should I be holding through my last line of defense? Probably not. It's just not comfortable feeling, so it's probably not the right decision. But does that make sense, Alst? I am also a little just lost. Because you don't seem lost. You don't seem like you're not certain. You seem like you're certain in this trade review. To be honest with you, just if you're going to keep that EMA on your screen, whatever that other line is, I can't see what these are. If you're going to keep them on, use them. Oh, you're answering on YouTube. Thank you, Alst, for clarifying. Okay, I mean, I kind of answered that too. I would use that EMA. What's that? Here, let me zoom in on it. What is the? It's like a light blue color. What is that? Is that VWAP or an 8 or a 9 or what is that? Also, you didn't tell me, how did your last contract sell? Was it so negative that it fucked your position, or you just weren't comfortable with how your last one closed and you just wanted to see if it could have been better? I'm just trying to also pick up on that because I don't want to overthink or overreact to your question. 10 SMA? Okay, that's totally fine. An SMA, you're OG. I like people who use SMAs. Those are the simple people. People who don't care about all the fancy shit. Because 10 SMA is the most basic average line there is, and that's honestly why it's effective. It's just so simple. It's just math and division, or addition and division. Sorry, it's all math. But if you see it pulling up to that, use it. Don't ignore it. It looked like you gave it a little bit of room after it was crossing it. But how was your last contract on that though? Because it looked like your first two did pretty well. How did your final one do? You don't have to give me exact pricing or anything, but it had to have done decent. Oh, my bad. You did type that. Thank you for reposting those. I'm sorry, I did not see that. That's probably annoying. Up $1 in the last contract. Wait, you were still up $1 on the last one? Yeah, I don't have any of those messages from him. My chat's bugging too, and I'm on live chat. I'm the streamer, and I'm not seeing those messages. I see one of the ones he sent, but not all of them. Like, I don't see this one. I don't see the one where he says, after scaling out, I'm not sure where to tighten my stuff. Oh, no, wait, not that one. Up $1 on the last contract, highlighted circle area. The second, the last was up to 44 from 21. That's the one I couldn't see. That's weird. Okay, I wouldn't even... Al, you're being way too hard on yourself, bro. You were still up on that contract, and I was thinking you sold that last one a little sloppy. So I guess my only advice is to you is use your 10 SMA. Don't ignore it. Stop ignoring it. It got up to that part. Get the fuck out of your trade. You're wrong now. But the fact that you were wrong and still up $1 on that last contract and being a little sloppy with that last exit, I'm actually pretty proud of this. And you should be too. I don't understand where all this uncertainty is coming from. I think it looks great, Al. Don't be so damn hard on yourself. Don't be a perfectionist. I don't think you are one, I'm just saying it. Leland just straight up typed input. And if anybody else wants to add 2 cents to Al's trade, they can. But that's my 2 cents. If you had done that to every contract you were holding, I'd be really pissed, though. My opinion, you're being a little hard on yourself on this one. It was only a slightly sloppy exit on your very last contract. I'd only say slightly sloppy because, you know, you waited for that next candle to sell it, not the one that was actually bumping your 10 SMA. Not much more I can like critique on that though. That really isn't that bad. If anything, that's a lesser of two evils conversation. I'd rather us be talking about this right here, right now, than us talking about you not being able to sell it, you know, any contracts on the way down. That would be a harder conversation to have. Also, you got a pretty cool response from Username of all people, which not every post will get a response from him, but if you do get a response from him, it's very well thought out. He takes his time. It looks like he kind of lined up with what I was saying. He said, you just left a runner that didn't go your way, but that's what a runner is for. Looks like a good plan, to be honest. You need to give it a room to retest previous levels. That was just a wicked bounce. Yeah. See, I'm not crazy. Brain fried, but you're okay. Honestly, Alice, that's a pretty advanced trade you took. I'm proud of you, man. You should be too. That's like that was like what I was saying with Andrew. Like, that's not like I'm taking a 40% entry, guys. I'm exiting here. Like, you're on the I'm scaling out, working on my runners conversation. So, I mean, good shit. I mean, round of applause. Can we give a round of applause for Alice? I'm glad to have an advanced conversation in here. Good shit. I hope we have more of those. Advanced. When I say advanced, by the way, I'm not trying to sound smart. I say advanced because this is way more in depth than us being like, oh, well, did you take a break above the previous day control point? Did you look for the high or low? Like, no, this is a little bit more than that. This is a little bit more theory and psychological, so it is a little bit more difficult. This is why we go over theory so much with our system. Like, if this happens, this is supposed to happen. If it doesn't happen, then this you know, just all that kind of stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. Dividend. And honestly, Alice, I'm proud of you. Even though your trade really wasn't, you know, there was nothing wrong with it, you still were trying to find something to work on. I like that. Yeah, that's what I was saying too, Username. I was like, that's kind of a freakish bounce. Like, it's not really anything you can do with that one. Which might have what led to that sloppy exit on that second green candle instead of the first at the end of it. Which, fair enough. Like, I don't know how you're going to be able to to look at that and be like, yep, this is totally normal. You know, I'm just picturing that dog in the house fire meme. This is totally fine. And yeah, good point by Dr. J too. If those were same days, the pricing will also be, the swings on them will be a lot worse because of the, not even of the time decay, it's because of the volatility of the fact that you're trading the same day. It has less opportune time to get to where it needs to be profitable. But we're not even gonna have that conversation because he knows that. Wait, what, Doctor? You're making fun voice? High or low control point is still high quality compared to what else? No, I know. I just meant, like, it's deeper than what we usually talk about, so it's kind of nice. I'm not just sitting here talking about, which I don't mind talking about the basic stuff, because honestly, the basics is what makes a really good trader. Like, if you know somebody who knows, like, the basics of their own strategy really well, they know exactly, like, how to go catch a quick scalp and how to go catch, or how to find a quick warmed up, you know, setup. Maybe it doesn't work out, but they found it. That's something you want to pay attention to. But those are the guys that almost always end up being just amazing traders. Just because of the basics. It has nothing to do with, like, oh, I went to school, oh, I'm really smart, oh, this or that. Like, it's like, no, they're just really disciplined. They stick to what they say. Buy 4, scale 2, scale 1, run 1. Oh, that's your level still. Oh. That's like okay level to be at. I'm not bashing anybody who is. Everybody has their own path. Everybody's on a different journey. Everybody's at a different part of their journey. Everybody's different. Everybody's unique. And everybody travels at different speeds. Some of us are fucking freight trains. Some of us are bullet trains. I am not a bullet train. Actually, using basics yesterday gave me the highest confidence trade I've had in a while. And that's why Daffy's saying is what it is. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Why? Is it because keeping it simple helps us because we're stupid? No, it's because keeping it simple allows us to trust it a lot more. We understand what's going on. We're probably a lot more thorough with those simple understandings. We understand every bit of it, so we can be as confident as we want. We can trust what we see. Right? Something we're not so accustomed to, we might not have as much confidence in. Which is, again, natural. It's very natural. Very normal. I don't have an ego. I am a slow learner to this, and I am grateful for the traders that share in here. I'm happy for you, Dr. J. Thank you for saying that. We need more Dr. J's in this world. You're right. It's not about, like, being right or wrong. It's just trying to grow, trying to understand better, moving at your own pace, being comfortable. I'd say being comfortable is one of the top priorities that not a lot of people consider, just because it's not really that important when you're in the moment. You're probably more focused on trading or doing this or thinking about what's next, when in reality, it's just nice to kind of pace yourself. What's the point of rushing? The market's going to be here tomorrow. And if it's not, well, then you probably have a lot bigger problems on your hand. The stock market just ceases to exist. Like, you have bigger problems than not being able to trade options. The world has a bigger problem at that point. Yo, what's up, Wall Street? Good to see you, man. I was actually waiting for you, Wall Street Alley, the whole time. I said, guys, we can't start. He's not here yet. And yeah, I wasn't annoyed when you messaged me earlier. I was just insanely curious when you messaged me because I was really lost. But like I said, and this isn't to just Wall Street, but everybody, all of you guys need to be checking the Levels channel. If there's 3 channels you should access every single morning or every night just to kind of give yourself a quick update, I would say it's daily updates, the Levels channel, and if you have premium levels or small caps, because that's of course where that'll always post IWM. So please check those. But levels and daily updates are very important to check every day, because that's where the SPY levels get posted, the stream schedule gets posted, that's where the stream links get posted. Daily updates is important because the daily news gets posted, the daily earnings reports get posted there, what's going to be reporting, and any other odd and end news that we need to know about will get posted in there. So that's why they're daily check channels. I wouldn't say go in there and look for a trade every single time that channel lights up. No, I'm just saying please use this as like a daily checklist. Go through them, make sure you understand that something has been posted or what's there, so you're aware. But yeah. Right now, guys, we're seeing that breakdown of 595.24. We actually already broke down, held today's low. We're getting a little bit of a lower high from that area. From the 595.24, that is. Selling could be done. We'll see. I think it'd be shocking if we did just keep selling and it just singled one direction away, but they have the retest for it, so it's not impossible. A retake of 595.24 could alleviate some of that selling. Maybe keep the price more in range, but we'll see. I think a lot of us are feeling this between between the low and between the lower high of recent. I think a lot of us are feeling that. Damn, you guys who got lifetime this week are fast on the on the course stuff. I had 3 people get lifetime this week, and all 3 of them got access to the courses within like minutes. They went straight to looking for that. Good for them. It's funny, there's people like in chat who have lifetime now and have like a struggle of finding it. This person signs up, finds it instantly. Makes you wonder. Cutting that put, you don't like it. Good looks, Leland. See guys, Leland loses too. He doesn't lose a lot, but he loses. The cool thing about Leland too is that loss is like a tiny, tiny, tiny piece of sand compared to this man's next win, next dub. And he understands that, so he's able to cut that ego away from himself and be like, you know what? I am wrong in this trader. I'm not feeling this anymore. This doesn't have as high probability as I first thought it did. Let me get the hell out of this. So I have the energy, the money, the focus, the motivation to take whatever trade pops up next. And because it was in Leland's plan, probably. Almost said your panhandle. He said, yep, immediately switched over to DoorDash to order Chick-fil-A. Good choice. Leland, we gotta get you in here for like 30 minutes tomorrow. I just need 30 minutes of you, at the very least. No. If I tell you to join now, you'll give yourself an excuse to not join tomorrow on my birthday stream. And I won't show my birthday stream. This stream means nothing compared to that stream. I'm not letting you out. Alright, but if you join now, will you also join tomorrow? Puts headset on. He's typing slower, he's not answering me as fast. Do we have a deal, Leland? Do we have a deal? I'm trying to bargain with him. I just realized my headset's not on. Oh, you walked away to get headphones. I said, I don't want to invite you to this stream because what if you use that as an excuse to not be in tomorrow's? And then I was saying, if you join it right now, you have to join tomorrow's. And then I was saying, or no deal. I think that's all I said when you walked away. Andrew said, how did you know my name was Phone? Was Phones? Thank you, Alexis. Yeah, smash that like button. Wait, Luthen, did you hear my deal? Guys, is this music too loud or is my headset just loud? It can't be the music, there's no way. Lag to Death says, do not try the atomic wings at Wingstop. Wait, why not? Too hot or they don't even taste good? He said I'm fighting a battle. Okay, say less. Say less, brother. Am I muted? Am I a boomer? I don't know how to unmute. No, you're not a boomer. It's not your fault. Let me fix it. And since you didn't answer my "it's a deal" question, I'm assuming you're just not gonna join my stream tomorrow and talk to me. Can I do this way? Oh no, I have to type your name. That sucks. Oh, I can't type Leland. Hold up. Not Leland. Lelandio. The channel. Manage permissions. Hell no, hell no, hell no. No, I do not want him to invite anybody. Yes, he can use the soundboard. If the permission is disabled, members are required to push to talk. No, that annoys him. No, he cannot be a priority speaker. Yes, he can mute. Yes, he can deafen. Yes, he can move. Dude, there's so many freaking settings. I miss the old days when voice chat had 3 settings. There was no such thing as messages and all that stuff inside of the voice chats. Alright, I think I have it. Alright, 1 second. Discord can hear you. 1 second. YouTube cannot, because I didn't set it up yet. In 2 seconds, they will be able to hear you in your beautiful voice.
Let's go.
Wait, they might have already heard you say something?
Hello?
Okay, never mind. That worked. I don't know what I did, but it worked. Yes.
Wait, so what was the deal? Because I walked away to get headphones. And then
Okay.
when you said it again, I was putting my headphones in.
No way! That's so Lelandio of you. No, I mean, deal's already fucking on, I guess, now. You're forced gun to your head. You can't back away from the deal now. But I said, if you join my stream today, you have to join my birthday stream tomorrow, because you can't use today as an excuse to not join tomorrow.
Well, you see...
See? I'm not stupid, everybody. Well, see, the way my bank works, the way my Wi-Fi works. I was also saying before, too...
Chart pattern is this?
It didn't even have to be
one of those.
30 minutes. It could be less than 30 minutes.
What time are you streaming?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
All day. Open to close.
Oh, alright.
You can join me at whatever time you want.
This looks like inverted double tits pattern.
It does look like an inverted.
Okay, now we just reclaimed previous day low on SPX.
Yo, Andrew on YouTube stream, is he louder than the music? He should be.
Bulls are in control.
Okay, good. Way louder?
If they can hold
that's what
this.
I wanted. I want him to be way louder. His voice is the priority.
One of these days I want to join stream and talk about the strat, because I had somebody ask about the 1s and the 3s on my chart the other day.
The 1s and the 3s.
Yeah.
Bro's playing
I mean,
Minesweeper
technically we've
on
already
his chart.
covered it
What
with
a
with the BB course number 2. You had the inside bar video, I had outside bar.
I also just feel like Google exists, so like...
Yeah.
Or
True.
isn't there a sheet or a chart or a table you have that like shows what all the numbers mean too?
Yeah, there's like the different pattern combos, which are pretty straightforward, but I think like the part that a lot of people overlook is the time frame continuity aspect of it.
Oh, which I do see you take advantage of that, even when you aren't using just the strat. Time frame continuity is just important. Who invented this strat?
His name is Rob Smith. I think he died a couple years ago, though.
I thought you were about to say Robert Paulson, bro.
Rest in peace.
Damn, so all the OGs are dead, because the guy who made the strat is gone, and then my guy's gone, Bigelow. All the guys who come up with the best strats are all not alive still. That sucks.
OGs.
I was only asking because, It'd be really weird if we were like sitting here and streaming, going over this, and then like the owner joins our stream and then is like, "What the hell are they talking about in here?" But then I realized it's a little different than that.
Yeah, he was not the best at explaining it, but like once you understand how like simple of a view of price action it is, it's like pretty friggin' powerful.
Easy to grasp. Yeah, we could do
Yeah.
we could do a strat session if you want. We could do a private stream, unlisted stream, public stream, whatever the hell you want to do. Whenever you want to do it. Whenever you feel you're
I
ready.
just have to figure out what I even would say.
I would honestly just go over like the basics and then kind of just let that lead you into your conversation because you're really good at like naturally leading into other topics without straying away too far. So I think if you just give yourself a couple basic points to talk about, I think you'll remind yourself what you want to talk about. You've always been pretty good about that.
I try. Mighty One, I use mainly the 1 minute, the 15 minute, that 1 hour, the daily, the weekly. Except I start in the opposite order that I just said. I zoom
you just said,
in
you're like, that
from
guy
bigger time
explains things
frames.
horribly, and then you're like, I just said all those backwards. That got me.
Start from the bigger time frames and then zoom in. I do look at the monthly too, actually. I didn't really say that.
And the yearly and the quarterly.
Yeah.
Good question, Mighty One. So these are the kind of questions you gotta bang off when Leland's in here. You don't get too many Leland sessions, so when he is in here, get your good questions off. Leave your what's a 40% entry questions for me. Don't bring those for him.
But like speaking of the monthly, like if you're looking at the daily right now, it definitely does look good for a little bit more of a pullback. But if you look at the monthly candle, it's just so freaking bullish. It's like it should make you hesitate on puts a little bit. And that's like the time frame continuity aspect of the strat is like you see the monthly's green, so you have a conflict with shorts right there on the bigger time frame.
I like this system. I think I already kind of understand a little bit because it's like our order of operations a little bit. Like you got to do things in a certain order. You can't just
you're prioritizing the open price of all time frames. Basically, it's like, are we above or below the open of the monthly? Are we above or below the open of the weekly? Are we?
That's easy to think about.
And so on.
We already do that with like intraday, so that should be pretty easy for people in here. Okay, well, good.
It's literally what we do with the daily, the current day's open. Just with all time frames.
The weekly's only a tiny amount of red. Daily,
right.
A little more red. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, kind of like going through it, continuity, like you said. Yeah, that's not hard to think about at all.
There's a lot about the strat that we kind of just came up with on our own that lines up. We just like explain it a little differently.
More effectively.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could tell you were pretty into it because, like, Leland's one of those guys that when he gets into, like, learning a strategy, he gets into it. He doesn't just, like, half-ass it. And he didn't do that with, like, every little thing he learned. He didn't, like, have a book or a server or this or that for this little information. Like, but for certain things, like, we would have so many notes on. But I remember the strat being one of the few things you completely tackled.
Yeah, it started with, because they were talking about inside bars, and I was like, okay, this is something I can get behind because it's just so dead simple, and they're using previous day high and previous day low, which is what we were already using with the BB system. And it was like just such simple rules around those two levels. I'm like, this just makes sense. So I started diving deeper into it.
It's a better BB system.
I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just a different way of explaining the exact same things we're already doing.
No, it's nice. It's nice. It's like when I first bumped into Bigelow, like, it's like, I don't care if the information's better than mine. It's like, it's helping me make mine more effective. It's helping me be more efficient, make better decisions, more confidence too, being able to trust your information more. It's just nice. But yeah, we should have a strat session just because of that, because that's a pretty cool little conversation that ties into a lot of concepts we already abuse in here. I'd definitely be down.
Sweet. I'll just have ChatGPT write a script.
Perfect. I actually just signed back into ChatGPT, and it gave me some membership because I hadn't logged in forever. It's kind of cool.
They gave you a free month or what?
It gave me 6 months. I was
What?
impressed. Yeah. I think it was because I'm not telling you, bro. I had to have been one of the first people that signed up for ChatGPT. I'm not even joking. I actually think I was one of the first, like, 10,000 people to touch it. Because I was on that shit when it was still, like, a black screen. And it was just, like, typing into, like a console menu. That's what ChatGPT
Dude, when
used
Meta
to
came
look
out
like.
with their AI, I used it a few times. And then I don't know what happened. I think I got like a 1 week ban on Facebook or something, and now I just cannot use Meta AI. They don't let me use it. For
Sorry.
months, it said you can't use Meta AI right now. Try again later. I'm like, when? When is later? It's been like 6 months.
Yeah, please try again later. No duration is set at all. Just forever. That's funny.
Yeah, I get
actually.
banned a lot though.
I've never used Grok AI, and I've heard Grok's one of the best. The Tesla one or Elon one, the one that's on X.
The only one I'm paying for right now is GitHub Copilot.
That sounds next level.
It lets you pick GPT-4 or what's that one called? Claude AI.
Oh, Google's.
No, this one's by who is this
God
by?
damn, there's so many AIs now, bro.
Anthropic, I think it's called.
When we started out, it was
I
just
don't know,
Google,
but
Meta, and Elon. Now everyone has one.
this one's like the best at coding, basically. That's why I
Oh,
like
that's
it.
kind of cool. What is it called?
Claude, Claude.
Oh, okay, that's why I couldn't find it. Yep, here it is. I was over here typing CLOD like a retard. Blood clot AI. Claude. Wins over
Cloud.
ChatGPT on some benchmarks while
Cloud.
losing others. So it actually does compete with ChatGPT already on many fronts.
Yeah.
Is it trustworthy? Continues to provide safe, reliable. Now, who typed that though? The AI or the human? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, because like with GitHub Copilot, I have it like as an extension in my code editor, so I can switch
Oh.
between GPT and this Claude model,
So
and
like while you're
Claude
messing with it,
writes
it's just
way
like
better
it's like an
code.
overlay on your screen too. That's dope.
Yeah.
This is cool. Not as cool as your remove heart extension, but this is pretty cool.
Oh, but did you notice they moved it now?
Yeah, they did move it. They only because of you. I think they were trying to
Probably.
counter you.
They saw my extension on the Chrome store and they're like, "Wait a minute,
They were
this
like,
guy's
"This
on something.
this damn Republican. We're never letting him have what he wants."
This kid's cooking."
No, you were cooking, honestly. When you first told me you could remove the heart on YouTube, I think you instantly gained like 10 times more respect for me that moment.
It was cool because, God, that thing was annoying.
Very annoying, bro. As the
Like, who
streamer, as a
thought to put
viewer,
that
it
there?
didn't make any sense. It was like, Google, what are you doing, bro? Y'all make how much money a year? God, it's nice having you in here. We always talk about random shit. Coin. Definitely keeping Coin on watch. I just feel like that's going to gap up tomorrow. And then probably have an inside bar inside of that big ass red candle.
People are finally starting to talk about crypto, so I think we're nearing the top.
Oh, everybody's saying they're really bullish on it and stuff.
Yeah, here's all the coins you should buy during this bull run.
That's honestly a natural indication to not touch crypto for a bit. It's just the population of people. Like, is everybody talking about it? That's a very good way. Plus, you gotta be honest too. Even if you are a Bitcoin bull, you gotta be pretty proud what y'all have already accomplished. Y'all almost got to 100K. Y'all almost did it. So it might as well.
It'll
stay
probably
on
touch
now.
it or get
Yeah.
very close. Or has it gotten close? I don't even know.
Yeah, it was like 94, I think. Let me see. Yeah, the highest was 94. That's crazy. And these are fib extension levels I have. So it did hit one of them and hit past halfway to the second one. So it did some damage.
Imagine Trump comes out like, actually, we're banning Bitcoin.
Oh, God. That would destroy not just the crypto market. That would be really awkward for a couple of side markets, too. Like, the other day I was telling people in chat, there's a bunch of video games and there's a bunch of, like, things around the world, like art, jewelry, different things, just different things that are worth that people collect to any extent. These markets are affected by crypto. When people see that crypto is going up, almost all of those markets go to shit or go down because the money that's being in there is rotating into crypto because they see that it's popularizing again. Now, it doesn't happen every time. It doesn't happen to the craziest extent every time. Excuse me. But it is notable that money is rotating out of almost every other market to get into crypto. So it's very interesting. The popularity has not just gone up, it is sky high. We've never seen popularity this high.
Probably because of the ETFs and stuff too.
100%.
Sure,
Yeah, more
help with that.
exposure. Yeah, there's so much more exposure with the sector. Yeah, I'm normally a crypto hater, but right now I'm just letting people know, like, this is the most popular crypto has ever been. It has never even been this close. Not just in...
It's insane,
not
sinful.
just for, like, hey, man, did you buy Doge? Like, no, like, people are using this shit. So that's pretty interesting. Now, to the crowd that believes in decentralization, you're on drugs, and that's not going to happen. But I do believe crypto is going to be a very important part of our future. The dollar's not
Trump
going
needs
anywhere.
to-
Currencies aren't going anywhere.
Free Ross Ulbricht or however you say his name.
Wait, who are you talking about?
That dude that created the Silk Road back in the day.
Oh.
It was like one of the first websites you could use Bitcoin on to hire a hitman or whatever.
God, yeah, that guy's got to be rolling in cash.
Well,
Or
he's in
dead.
prison for
Oh.
life. But that's what I'm saying. Trump needs to free him.
Let him make the Silk Road V2.
Yeah.
This time it's better.
You could buy literally anything on that. It was like the black market. Don't ask me how I know.
Buy access to Andrew's house. Andrew Bushi.
Oh, that's looking scary. UNH. What was the one you had on before CBX? Was that XOM?
XOM.
Why are those so different? Or was I tripping?
No, you're not tripping. They are very different. We got fucked on this one because we were in calls and we didn't really lose much, but...
Was there news on XOM or something?
Oh, there was a dividend payout. That hasn't happened yet. I don't know. Oh wait, it did happen on XOM. It didn't happen on Chevron. That could be the only difference. I was mainly looking at them too because it's like these really are the entire.
It's a nice candle
for the most part. So when they're both going up, it's just I feel like it's just good to note, hey, energy's warming up again, and has been for some time. Andrew. Problem with Bitcoin is no privacy. All transactions are public. Cash is king. And that's exactly some of the reasons why I don't think cash will ever go away. But I think it's stupid to say crypto will never be a part of society. It already is. I just don't understand these crowds that only believe in one way or the other. There's no crowd that believes in the mix of like, or they just all are used in today's world, like right now. We'll probably be in this period where we're using both of them for a very long time.
Just the fact that there's a finite supply of Bitcoin, I think I need to get into it eventually. Because it can only really get more scarce, right? As people keep buying and not selling.
Yeah, the crowd that believes in only one is much louder. But they're gonna come to realistic terms over time and realize we need both for a bit. It's like the energy conversation. Like people are like, you can only have electric, and then people are like, well, we have to have fossil fuels. Like, no, idiots, we need both. We literally need both, or neither of them will work. Sorry to tell you the truth. It's the same conversation. It's just completely different.
Like
SMCR
California,
delisted?
by 2030, gas vehicles will be gone. Like, please, no. Wait, SMCI for real?
I just saw someone type that. He said SMCI delisted. Oh, he said soon. It's not happening yet. Wait, I need to.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, here it is. Will they get booted from the S&P 500? This may come.
Wait, did they split? Oh, okay, they did.
Bro, they're gonna take them out of the S&P and then they're gonna rip them from the stock market.
That was the biggest pump and dump.
Bro, yeah, this has got to be the biggest
ridiculous.
scam I've ever seen in my life. Bro, this thing was at 1,000.
Nobody's talking about that. What the heck?
Are mostly booted due to poor market performance and acquisitions. Yeah, no shit. I do not know of any examples of firms being kicked from the index due to compliance issues. Oh god. Not just a market cap ranking of firms and just can be also find excessive turnover. Might explain the delay.
That's
in
actually
booting the
so
company.
sad. I feel bad for anybody that bought that stock on that rally. Like, you know, people bought when it was over 1,000, and they're
Bro.
still bag holding, I'm sure.
And they didn't even comment on all of this. They haven't commented on any of this. And the bid starts 2 days from now. This Friday. Or that would be Saturday. So I guess Monday of next week we'll see if they're delisted from... Or if they're taken out of SPY and then probably later on delisted from the market. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, they had a fucking 10-to-1 split. Like, what happened to this thing? Yeah, this is the most... This is the sketchiest company I think I've ever witnessed over such a short period of time. I would even put them up there with Luck and Coffee. And Luck and Coffee made it to the stock market twice. Here's their second attempt. So it's just, I don't know, that's weird. Honestly, part of me back then too, when SMCI was boosting, made me feel like envious, like, oh, I'm missing out on a lot of like gains, right? And now I'm in the chair where I'm in the exact opposite, where I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't touch that at all and get, you know, married to SMCI. That's crazy. Dude, that was all in the course of like a year and a half. That really isn't that much time at all. Drake said, this is nuts. I'm so glad I never bought SMCI. I got priced out and never looked back. Good shit. Good strength. Because trust me, I know how hard it was for anyone in here to not touch that stock and go super hard on it. And I feel like the reason a lot of people in our chat didn't jump on it as quick was because, you know, we were all confused. Where the hell is this coming from? What is this? You know, just because a company says one thing doesn't mean it's doing it. You know, it's not an AMD or Nvidia. It never has been. It never will be.
I'm up fat on calls on that 90% entry on previous day low. Ooh, 90%.
Very sizable candles every time they bounce today on that 1 minute chart too, Leland. Very big green candles every time. Buyers are definitely resilient at the bottom of the zone. I'm glad I redrew this. This definitely feels like where we're sitting to the end of the week. Damn, it's already Thursday. Yeah, I think calls overnight are probably the only safe option for any overnight swings, but besides that, it's a little risky. Just because the positioning, we're only just barely holding this zone. So probably wait to just catch some really good scalps in the morning based on tomorrow's open.
Yeah.
But just warning anybody, for anybody who was looking at swings, I know we had a few of you looking around. Maddie, I said, we're up fat. We're up fat. Rumors are saying this is to aid Nvidia's stock price. What? Who the hell is rumoring that? That doesn't even make sense.
I don't think Nvidia needs any help. They're so profitable.
They do not need any help. They are dominant.
Yeah.
It's like saying Apple needs help from Cloudflare. Like, no, they don't. I know you don't believe that, Andrew. I know you're just reading the talk. I know. I'm not pointing that at you. I appreciate you reading all that out too, because that's kind of fun to think about. I won't lie, if you guys don't take at least 2 minutes of your weekend time to go onto like StockTwits or X and just read like the most oblivious, ignorant comments ever, you're not living. Because it's pretty fun to just go and just read the most obviously baiting type comment ever. It's pretty funny. Like, go on to StockTwits, look up your favorite stock right now. You don't even have to have a login. Go to StockTwits right now, type in your favorite ticker, go to the messaging board. Don't type anything or reply to anybody. I'm not saying interact with these heathens. I'm just saying read what they're saying. And it's very, very informative. Some of it's comedy, some of it's informative. Yeah. Informing you on how to be misinformed. You deleted X? Good. You're making a great choice.
Should probably delete it too.
Dividend Bull said Cloudflare keeps my mods safe from GTA 5. But yeah, I've always wanted to do a series on my YouTube channel. I honestly just don't know how to do it. But I've always wanted to just read StockTwits comments and just laugh. Because there are so many funny ones. Like, I'm not talking about, like, people who are just wrong. That's cool. You know, we're all human. We're all going to be wrong. But people who are, like, I don't know. You don't see what I mean.
You got to check Weeble comments, too.
Like, do you remember when Robinhood had messaging boards? Bro,
Weeble still has it.
That was the greatest day of my life.
It's so funny.
Oh, yeah, Weeble.
It's the same people.
Yahoo, Google.
They're so stupid.
The Yahoo chart people. Oh, my God. People get mean and yeah. Add a new segment to your stream. Yeah, we could. Just sitting there reading funny comments on Weeble and StockTwits. And maybe Yahoo a little. There's some really nice hot takes here and there too sometimes though. You'll randomly bump into a genius and be like, wait a minute. This isn't a totally stupid comment.
It's like, wait a minute, what are you doing here?
Yeah, like, you're in the wrong chat, bro. Let me send you an invite. That's how we should be recruiting people. Going to chat, going to messaging boards and seeing if we think someone's smart or just decent enough of a person. And then invite them. And you gotta backtest their message history. What companies have they enjoyed? What companies do they pry on?
Oh, he was bullish on SMCI. Next.
PH? What, like Power Hour?
Power Hour?
Oh, like seeing people talk about the last hour of the day. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's always pretty fun too, because you'll always get that person that's like, dude, the last 10 minutes was just a fat green candle or a fat red candle. It's like, no shit, they're rebalancing at the end of the day.
Oh my god, was there news?
Oh my god, bro, if you had an option on that, you'd have been a billionaire. I had to double check, Andrew. Some people some people don't, know the abbreviations, and then they type random shit, and I'm like, what is going on? Like I was
Andrew
taught
likes
one the other
AMD
day.
more than Nvidia. You never know.
Yeah, that would be truly criminal. To like AMD more than Nvidia is just actually a crime.
Banned.
Now, if you like AMD a lot, I'm totally for that. I like AMD a lot too. I'd probably commit crimes for AMD.
I'm just messing with them now.
I'm not.
AMD's like.
Now, AMD's like
It's interesting though, because it's setting up a similar but bigger channel down that it had in 2022. So if it pulls back enough, it could see a pretty big rally
Yeah, I'm not gonna
next
lie.
year, maybe
I just keep waiting
into
for this
next
thing to
year.
randomly shoot back up to 200.
Yeah.
I'm a full believer in this long term.
It made a 4 trillion.
My bad, dividend. Yes, we are still between 594, 595. We're closer to 595 though than we are 594. They just pushed through 595.50. They're hammering back down to possibly hold this as a potential higher low. It's kind of what Leland said earlier. It's kind of just balancing out end of day. Probably not going to get a good strong directional movement in terms of like, huge moves. But yeah, this is a crazy move.
It's a freaking candle.
I more meant like, throughout the day. We also only have 59 minutes left. Also, that's probably Powell speaking. The reason we're seeing such fat candles, Powell is speaking right now, guys.
Look at trade floor.
Or is it just a speech? Trade floor. I'm honestly looking at a couple messages when you say look at trade floor.
It's the latest one.
I go in there and I see butt cheek coin for the win. I see up 300% on fart bucks, and then I see someone say, "Oh,
my car."
Yeah.
His one and only comment for the day.
That's his only message today?
I don't know, probably.
That'd be even funnier. It's just a message from last night in video all by itself, and then that. I already forgot all his favorite terms. I know NVIDIA was one, but there was another one.
It was always NVIDIA cured cancer or something.
Transitory was a big one too. Which, to be fair, that was just comedy. I loved when the market was making fun of that.
Yeah.
Inflationary is transitory. Huh?
Okay, it's not transitory, but at least you'll survive.
Yeah, some of you might survive. It's gonna happen. The whole globe felt that one, honestly. They were like, do y'all want to feel what 2008 felt like, plus more? And we're gonna have all these other, like, invasions happen across the world to make it even more fun. I mean, there was a moment where we almost saw Taiwan get invaded.
Yeah.
And now it looks like the whole Ukraine thing's gonna stop, Middle East is gonna slow down. So that should be good. I don't even care if that helps the market or not. I'm just happy to see there's less war going on. Any moment in the planet when you have multiple wars potentially breaking out, that's a very bad time.
There's another one I feel like not a lot of people talk about is what's going on with China and the Philippines in the South China Sea.
Honestly, China and everybody, dude. China treats India like crap. China and India have actually shot at each other in the last 3 years. It just hasn't. Nothing's broken out from it. They've kept it under wraps. But yeah, I mean, China's picking on a lot of people over there right now, and it's possibly going to cause more war, more battle, more whatever you want to call it.
You know what's crazy about that isn't BRICS like India and China? Isn't the I and the C India and China?
Yeah, supposed to be.
So they're like supposed to be allies, but they're shooting at each other. What the hell?
It's China, dude. Well, what it is like one of these countries find like Taiwan. Let's just use them as an example. They finally get good at something to help the rest of the planet. They're like, oh, we're gonna help with semiconductors. Like, okay, great. Like that's actually an amazing resource the world needs. Thank you. They're like, well, hold up. We don't like that you're getting good at this, and you're possibly causing better outside trade with other countries than you are with us. You're supposed to be our friend, not theirs. What the hell? That's how I think China feels, and because China did used to literally own Taiwan. It is similar to the Ukraine.
I think they're just greedy.
Yeah, they're very greedy. But that's what a country's supposed to act like. They're supposed to act like that. That's how we're supposed to act. So, I can see why there's all that potentially breaking out. I hope it doesn't, though. I hope nothing happens. Spy new low day. I know after I just said I didn't think we'd get any more movement.
Yeah, that's a crazy candle.
How dare I say that with Powell live?
Not gonna lie, I forgot about that.
I did too, but I blame you just because I was having a good time in here. I was like, there's no way we can move anymore. There's nothing happening today. Just
it explains how we're just bouncing back and forth.
Very volatile. Just got done debugging a convoluted mess of code, which I wrote. Thank you. Good stuff, Gorov. I'm happy for you.
My car says, of course I buy SPY ETF, and now it decides we're going to correct. I'm like, well, yeah. Did you buy the top?
Taiwan's making chips in Arizona now. Good for them.
You buy after we gap up 2% and then rally another 2%. Then you buy? Why'd you do that?
I'm still hands down on the fact we open higher tomorrow. This is all a sham.
Yeah, it's a bear trap.
Oh, it's a trap, all right.
Like Daffy would say. We just hit the top of that gap, though.
Yeah, that's weird. I can actually hear Daffy's voice in my head right now going, this is totally a trap. This is totally a trap. Just saying it over and over. He said just a liquidity trap for SPX 7K end of year. 7K, god dog.
My 59.40 put lotto is up 200%. Are we filling this gap? 250. Oh my god. 300.
Careful now, hit that next level.
Had to trim on that flush.
Oh, that flash crash. The day Leland catches a flash crash with an XPX contract is the day we stop hearing from him.
Yeah.
Because only one of two things can happen from that scenario. You make so much that you don't know what to do, so you just leave and you just go and you just enjoy life. 2, someone finds you because you took a trade that you probably shouldn't have been taking, and they do things to you.
Someone finds you.
The government finds you for taking the most insane.
Why were you in puts?
Yeah, why were you in puts before this news came out? Damn it! And you're sitting there as an honest bear, like, I don't know, I just like blood. Has nothing to do with like any kind of insider information or anything.
That's so funny.
But yeah, hopefully.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I wasn't trading options during COVID, but I feel like contracts were so freaking juiced, it would be impossible to trade them during crap like that.
Dr. J asks, Leland, how did you get so good at holding? Or is it the nature of contracts? It's the size of his...
I started with one contract for like, what, a year and a half, maybe?
Yeah, longer than that, yeah. You did it longer... There was a time where I was trying to bully you out of having one contract and you just wouldn't budge. You just stuck to being like, no, I'm gonna stick with one. I even remember that. Like, There was a time where I tried to push, because Leland, it's funny, Leland is such a good trader, but he really has just followed all of the basic methods and just stuck to being really good at all the basics, like anything you think of, scaling out, whatever it is. But this instance in particular, you sound so dumber when I speak it. Thanks. I don't know if you're calling me dumb or what. What the hell? Shots fired. But he really did start with just one contract for the longest time. Like, if you guys have ever heard me going over the staircase method, it's the same thing. Like, you don't get into trading and you're like, bam, I'm gonna start using 3 contracts, 4 contracts. That's not realistic. You got to get really good at using one, and then not just that. You have to be realistic with yourself and disciplined enough to have that one contract. And let's say you already sold it or you cut it. You still need to be looking at that chart and visualize what else would I be doing with the rest of this ghost position that I don't actually have. So it's not just, let me do that. It's also visualizing. Leland has visualized over and over. If you've ever messaged Leland in the past 3 years, if you've ever messaged him in the chat, if you've ever asked him for advice, I promise you the word visualize or backtest was typed somewhere in there. Because that's all he's done. Visualize, backtest, over and over and over and over and over and over and over. He knows the outcomes that can happen. And so he just attacks. He attacks and conquers, and that's it. And when he's wrong, he doesn't sit there and argue with himself or make up bullshit decisions on how to keep holding it. He's like, no, I'm wrong. I'm getting out. That's a very clear, decisive response. I'm out. I'm wrong. Let me get out. He did that earlier. And look at him now. So he's able to be decisive is why he's so good at it. Because he understands everything he's trying to do. He's not taking baby steps anymore. He's past the reps. He's into that moment after your reps. Like, he's past all that. He's in the final workout session. Whatever analogy you want to use there.
You can't hold to that further target until you've seen it play out like that 1,000 times. And you don't have to see it live necessarily. You just have to go back and look at it. Like, look at past examples till you feel confident enough holding and telling yourself, yeah, this can hit that level. So hold to the level. Of course, after trimming, that's the thing is, like, when I had just one contract when I was starting out, I was always selling at my first target, no matter what.
And it's kind of hard to do at first because you want to urge yourself into holding it longer and make more money and stuff. You want to look cool. You want not look cooler, but you want to make more, do better in your trade. It's really hard to stop yourself from wanting to make those worse decisions. But that's why Ludan is honestly so good at it. He's practiced it a shit ton. Like, I'm not, and I don't mean to like push that as like you got to go practice 10,000 times before you can understand something. No, I mean, you probably might take you only 100 times for all we know. But he's just saying the more practice, the more reps, the more backtest, the more visualizing you do, the more confidence you're going to have in either holding a trade or being able to get out of a trade. So it kind of works both ways. That's why he's so fucking good at it, honestly. He just works his ass off. He's like Rock Lee in Naruto.
It's like I was telling Andrew this morning, he said something about, I feel like we're going to reclaim what did he say? Pre-market low. And I just told him, don't predict, react. So I'll come back to that. It's like, you can't try and predict what we're going to do at a level. So if you have one contract, you can't if you hit that target, you can't be like, I feel like we're going to go lower through this level. You're not always going to go lower. So you need to respect the target. You have a level there for a reason. And yeah, username, it is literally thousands and thousands of reps.
And maybe we could have a couple streams like that. We could do
username knows.
We could do some unlisted streams in the future where we just sit in here and backtest a couple things for like 45 minutes. And then we just end it there. Or we could do some streams like that in the future too. Purely backtesting, no bullshit in between.
Dr. J, you should see what I've done just inspecting the options, the contract's actual chart in comparison to the moves on the actual chart. Like that strike selection video I did. I've dissected the shit out of how even different contracts move with the same moves and whatnot.
Oh, hold up. Where do I find this?
It's in Premium or the BB course. number 2.
Okay, well, I might have it in my folder then. I have a folder named
I think
Leland.
it's in trading videos in the VIP section.
I want to show that actually because this is one of the most. I bragged about this for the longest time. I should keep bragging about it. This is the only place on the internet I've seen this breakdown, and it's when Leland decided to make it. I've never seen a breakdown even close to this. Everybody needs this, honestly. Where the hell is it?
It's like physical proof that everything you're taught about options is a freaking lie.
Is wrong. Yeah.
Buying
Like,
time is safer, buying and the money is safer. It's like, no, actually it's not.
and I'm being honest with everybody. You'll find videos of me. You'll see old streams of me saying these exact same things, and they're all lies. I didn't realize it until my homie here broke it down more. I still can't find it, dude. Am I stupid?
It's in the trading videos section.
That's where I'm at.
Or I'll tag you.
Oh, strike, bro! I'm looking right at it. The reason I didn't think that was the video is because that's how my retest video is set up. So I'm thinking this is my seminar. I'm like, this is my seminar recording.
Oh yeah, I see
I'm
what you mean.
staring right at strike selection and thinking that though. Do I have this uploaded on YouTube? I'm gonna find it. If I don't,
It might be in members only.
I want to
Maybe.
put this somewhere where it's like unlisted, to where like anybody who's in Bueller Buys Discord can watch this. I think that's how important this information is, and we've had it out there long enough. I don't think we need to keep backdooring it like that. I like to backdoor our best content, though. Honestly, I hate making our best content public because after the past, seeing how many people took our strategies and still suck with them to this day. Some of them even recreated them. Some of them added things onto it. Like, it kind of annoyed me. So I like to backdoor I like to hide a lot of my better content now, for just you guys or just people who I know actually give a shit about watching it or learning from it or getting something out of it. Instead of someone trying to turn it into another Discord server and selling shit.
Coming up on a year since I made that video. It was in December.
Damn, yeah, I don't think it's on my YouTube.
See it?
That's my plan today, then I'm gonna upload that. Wait, you said you saw it?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Shit, speaking about good videos that Leland made, though, there is a video that is a year ago. It's Bueller plus Leland talk about how to use the Fibonacci on overnight gaps. And then it's kind of funny.
That was a year ago too?
Yeah, it was a little over a year ago. It's really funny, though, because if you go to the members section, 3 days ago, Leland posted, or I posted this video for him, but it's his video. The day trading the gap fib, and he goes over every little detail in between, and he did it in less than 3 minutes. And the one that was made 3 days ago. So it's kind of funny. You can see like over a year ago to now how much he's adapted to it, and you can see not much has changed on that system. It's pretty much the exact same. Probably better at talking about it thoroughly, but that's probably all that's changed. Very, very cool though. It's just kind of cool to see that, because not many channels and groups can you go to and see the history of. Like, you'll go and be like, well, where'd y'all come from? And it's like, oh, we just kind of all left this other group and made this one. That's how most people's stories are. This one, it's actually a bunch of stories combining. You can see that we talk about shit for years on end. Like, if it's emerging candles, TA routine, gap fibs, anything, pre-market stuff, like, there's history on it. It's been here for years. It's kind of cool to go back and see that. Some old memories.
Very short. SPX is wild.
I was just catching up to your conversation on YouTube.
Yeah. Call that bliss.
Yeah, Tobias though, like now you see why I say Leland's like one of the better traders that I've met. Like, that fucks me up, and I feel like I've had a lot of reps. And it's no shame either. I have no shame in saying that. I have zero shame.
Sometimes you get effed. Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you're the one effing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends. It really is pacing though. SPX is very pacing related and timing related. Like you can't just enter the chart and hopefully get lucky. Sometimes you can though. But a lot of the time it does take precise trading. Decisive trading, I should also say. Not just, oh, I'll get in here and just kind of lazily. No, you need to be watching it. Because the pacing.
It literally takes.
It's not even
one.
Like, did it break a level? Like it's the pacing.
It takes one 1 minute candle for you to be immediately down negative 25%.
Immediately wrong, yeah. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Like sick. Why did I do that?
But you guys got to remember, when you're looking at SPX, you're probably looking at. I mean, you could backtest me on this. You're probably looking at one of the most volatile chains. So.
Yeah.
Like when 100%. You see that, please see that as like the final boss, not as like something you have to go visit. Like you could trade it your whole life without touching SPX. It's cool to go look at and understand and see because it's like, oh wow, that is pretty freaking crazy. You guys aren't just making this shit up. It is very crazy. But and yeah, futures are different. Futures are very volatile as well. It just depends.
But yeah. Well, there's NDX also.
Oh yeah, NDX is.
And yeah, that chain is ridiculous. It's disgusting. Would never touch that.
They need to have one for IWMX. Actually, they probably do it. I'm just unaware. For Russells.
Would never touch that either. That chart just sucks. No offense to anybody who trades that.
Yeah, don't take offense. Leland's in his ways. Thinking you had more Rivian shares today? Let's see. Dear God, what happened to them overnight? It's like they were like, wait, why are we up so much? Chill out.
Oh.
I need to catch up on my EV knowledge again, honestly. With all the different acquisitions and certain companies in each other's pockets now. The rumors, too. Apple's possibly inside of multiple EV pockets. They were like, fuck making our own car, let's just adopt others.
Have you ever seen a Rivian on the road?
Yes, I have. I've seen a couple now.
Yeah, same.
It's actually pretty nice.
Oh, wow. They have a few different models now.
Yeah, I used to be a Rivian hater just off of, you know, the gist of their ideas that came out. Let's see. Rivian.
This is interesting.
I'm a logical guy. I think the main thing I like about Rivian is if you think about the companies that's behind them. It's not just Amazon, there's other companies, but if you think about Jeff Bezos and the company he made, right?
Amazon. Oh yeah, I have seen Amazon trucks that have those headlights.
Exactly, like
now I know where those came from.
Rivian,
forgot about that.
Sorry, Amazon is the world's largest. Like they have the world's largest market share in commerce. Not by a little, too. It's by a lot. If I pull this up on Google, I think
by an absolutely insane amount.
I think there's this like, quote me on this. I want to say it before I see it, but I think it's like 35% of the sector, of the market share sector globally is Amazon. I think. I was off. 37.6%. I was off by a little. So that's a lot. right? Second place has 6.4%. That is crazy. So, I'm not saying use the same logic for Rivian. You should not use that same logic for Rivian. But I'm just saying, if the same money is backing a company like that, it probably has a decent, promising future. I'm not going to say it's going to be the leader in its sector. I'm not even going to say it's going to be second place. But if that's the kind of money that's backing that kind of company, and giving it every resource and tool that it needs to probably succeed, then it probably will succeed. And that's just logic. I'm not using any technical analysis. I'm not using any opinion or bias. That's literally just using facts, the market share facts. So it's just cool to use that like logical approach, because then you can think about it in a way where it could also be a bad thing for them. Because what if they're too Amazon-y, you know, and then they end up only just being Amazon delivery vehicles, and who gives a shit? So we'll see if they keep making nice vehicles. And if they do keep not also making new models, but them getting used more, right? Rivian shouldn't just be cars or trucks or delivery vehicles. Other companies should be looking to buy a Rivian and use it for whatever their company is, right? And that's why a lot of other EVs do so well too, is they have multiple applications. It's not just, oh, it's just a truck. No, there's a lot of other things this thing can be used for, or that this company can be making. So that's very important. I also have no idea where their mass production is, like where their like vehicle mass production. I don't even know where any of that is at or made, so I have no knowledge on any of that. But just basing it off the fact of who's behind this company, that's pretty impressive.
Probably like California or something.
Because that's a big thing with wait, who do they have? Mike, now you got me interested. Who's the Volkswagen venture? The joint venture? Here, let's see. Here, you know, I'm gonna just wait for Mike to answer, because he'll give me the answer I need, and then I'll just jump straight to looking at it. That's a good name too, Volkswagen. That's never gonna die, so. I don't know. I just like using like basic logics like that, because I hate when we're like, oh, I have a very nice value for this company. Like, yeah, I think everybody does, dude. Everybody has their own value of a stock, but it's all opinion based. It's not like, a lot of the time it's opinion based. Of course, there's people with, you know, their own routines. Volkswagen is dying, dude. Germans are depressed. You're tripping. You're literally tripping. How are you in Europe and you're tripping?
Germans will forever have that world domination somewhere inside them.
He said Germans depressed af. Jesus, dude. If this was anybody else typing this stuff, I'd be like, yo, relax, but he's like literally in Europe.
Depressed Germans shame Americans for electing Trump.
Oh, my bad, Tobias. Let me catch up to some of your messages. He said, I think I tweeted this. Tesla self-driving and Optimus robots will make Amazon a... Wait, what? Effing powerhouse. Their operating expenses will just go to almost zero. And their leverage is insane. The plant's in GA? Damn. And Illinois. Three-bar play, 594, 2 minutes left. Yeah, we got 32 minutes left in the day, guys. I just realized. I was honestly just having fun talking the whole time. A lot of cool comments made, too. Oh, man, it's taking everything in me now to grab a coin call. It's one of those obvious, not obvious setups, though. I wish I would have done better with Google contract-wise, but it's whatever. Still happy with my trade.
That was a good setup.
We can recreate the handbook guide over and over. That's all we need. Ooh, inside bar breakout did work on UNH, and then on Eli Lilly, the little lead test did continue. I say lead test, it's just the gap fib, lower high rejection, but same concept. These are two other setups we were looking at and didn't really take because we were already in something, a bunch of other things. But I'm glad to see the other ones we talked about ended up working out. It's funny, Exxon didn't work out, Chevron did. J&J still kind of in that area. We're going to keep watching J&J. I love the positioning on that. We got two hammers sitting at that spot now. ABBV is slowing down at 170.20. So I really like the healthcare sector. I don't know why I'm so over that sector right now. I just like the positioning, and they're all doing the same thing right now, which is a very good sign. Home Depot looks like a little hidden retest to the downside. You have an inside bar breakdown. I mean, it hasn't broken the outside of it, but the inside of it. Oh, that sucks. I just realized it happened from earnings a couple days ago. That's not cool.
Second earnings.
Rivian and Volkswagen have formed a joint venture that will take the technology Rivian is developing for its upcoming R2 model and adapt it to some Volkswagen's upcoming. Oh, that's cool. Kind of like what a lot of companies did with like certain Tesla technology. Volkswagen's taking it. Oh, that's so cool. Good for them. And those are two very good names. Names alone. Damn, that's cool. Thank you for letting me know. MPC, my bad, dividend. You've been saying that a couple times now. Alright, why are we saying MPC dividend? I don't know why I had so many levels there. Why are we saying MPC? Can you look up Valve stock and tell me Volkswagen's not dying? Sure. I can't even look up that ticker. Okay. Yo, where's VIX at? We haven't talked about VIX in forever, dude.
Probably like 14.
Oh my god, it is at 14. Spot on. It's at 14.12. You fucking genius. Alright,
Literally playing a game on my phone. I just said that randomly.
I could tell you weren't looking at your screen. The way you answered, it felt like you weren't even looking at your screen. Probably 14. I don't know. Probably exactly what it is right now.
Your stream 14.13.
Yeah.
Close.
Right on it. So volatility is lower.
Sounded right.
Probably 14. It's probably some scam price. Scamming the everyday good American.
What did that kid say?
What?
VIX isn't even above 14. What? I'm like, Weeble's stealing my money.
Oh yeah, that was, man. That would alter some brain cells.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, like please dive deeper and tell us what the hell's going on. How and when do I need to short when VIX is at what number again? MPC on trade floor. Thank you. You're saying it's a break and retest of 158 set up for... Okay, so you're saying today is a reset candle then. Which would be bullish.
Nice.
I haven't used that term
good
in
setup.
forever. Every time I see that candle, Leland, you know what chart I think of? When I see a reset candle, I think of Beyond.
Mm, I was just gonna say the gaps.
Yeah, dude, Beyond was the greatest chart for reset candles. Like, it would do this most bullshit 40% entry ever, and it's like a candle that you wouldn't enter on. And then that next day would happen, and you'd get this feeling of like, wait, this is still bullish. Stop trying to trick me. And so you'd like draw that fib, and you'd see
Literally
it's
what it
50%,
is.
and it's literally holding that exact spot. And you're like, okay, this is crazy. And there'd be some of those occasions where you'd be like, I'm not gonna take that. I think it's kind of risky, and that'd be you being, hesitating. I could have said so many other words there. That could be you hesitating. But then other occasions you do it, and it ends up gapping up more, and it's like, okay. So reset
That's such a
candles are
sad
powerful,
chart.
and they're hidden. They're hidden. I love it. They're not obvious. That's what's so good about them. Dividend bowl.
Go to Beyond's monthly chart.
I'm scared too.
Please do it.
Oh God. All right. So when I ran that meme page before Sinful actually ran it, I was friends with a lot of meme pages, and it kind of hit me that, wow, all these big meme pages were actually like people who work in a bank or in the finance industry to some extent. They're not just like an outside person like laughing at stuff. And one of them had IPO shares of Beyond, and they said they couldn't sell and had to hold at like 16 or something later on. So I think they fixed their price and it wasn't as bad. But then they bought more. So they were locked in for like another period of time or something. And I was like,
They don't do that.
why? Like, you know why? It's because they were into that vegan stuff. Like, I'm not hating on vegans right now. I'm not. This is not let's attack people who want to be healthy type conversation. I'm not doing this right now. But if
Why
you're
not?
gonna do
Should.
things like that in a company that's solely focused on that, that's a problem.
You're cutting off just a massive amount of people from your product.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not
Just
saying
by
every
default.
product should be made for everyone. There's no such thing except maybe like oxygen. But like no thing is made for everyone. But this was made for almost no one. It was almost like the vice versa effect. Now don't get me wrong, I did think them and Impossible Foods, I don't even remember their ticker, they might not even be on the market anymore. But I thought them two would do pretty good because it wasn't just one company on its own. The reason Apple, Meta, Google, all these big companies blew up Microsoft is because there was competition in the tech sector. They were able to compete with each other and continue growing higher and higher. There was competition. You need competition to grow. I thought just because of them having Impossible, which was ran by somebody like Bill Gates. Bill Gates helped fund part of it. I thought, like, since they had competition, they would stick around for a while, but it does not seem like it. I was at least trying to give them that benefit of the doubt. Maybe not be $5 a share, but I was expecting more along the lines of like $30 a share.
Yeah.
You know, something off the ground a little bit. By the way, we did.
Tobias said it's made for Europe, like Ozempic is made for USA.
Yo.
Shots fired.
Shots fired, but accurate as fuck.
Yeah, but look at the Ozempic stock. Which one is that? NVO or something? Or is it
I'm not gonna lie.
LLY?
I only looked at it that one day.
And then compare to Beyond.
Oh man, this is a really weird ending for Spy. Almost begs the question, do we just pull back some more now? Hold up, let's turn on the 9 EMA, the daily. Maybe the 21 as well. And then we'll go to the daily. Okay, so there is only a little bit of room. Also, I was just about to say, what is the... Hold on, let's do this. This is kind of hard to look at. Let's do this. That's kind of hard to look at. Okay, so what other thing is here besides the 9 EMA? Just using your brains, guys. Every single one of you are capable. What other thing or level is near this 9 EMA? What else is in that vicinity? Like, let's say you don't have a 9 EMA, you don't use that indicator. Fine, that's cool. What else is here that everyone in here should have? It's pretty close to this. It's not spot on, but it's pretty close. Please, someone get this. Make me proud of you. I'll give you all a couple more seconds to answer along. Because I know the latency can be a little weird on YouTube sometimes. Doctor already got it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, only Doctor has the knowledge. Okay. Yes, you'd be correct.
Got the
We go
sauce.
from this day's closed to this day's open. And let's just highlight it so we can turn all that other crap off. Yeah, so we can just see that. It's right there. So, logically speaking, if we do break this low, if we do break today's low, going into tomorrow, we'll be calling this previous day low. This is where we're going as a first target. And if this breaks, this is where we're going. So we have a couple targets for some intraday trading. Now, it's not a lot of movement for day trading, or for daily time frame TA, but I'm not going over that for that reason. I'm trying to give you guys a quick, simple concept for what tomorrow could look like. So we have two scenarios, and what do they both base off of, everybody? Please, more than just Dr. J, answer this. And aloha.
What was the question?
What is both sides basing their initial plan off of going into tomorrow, based on how we're looking at this right now? Both sides, both bull, both bear, have to rely on what's happening with this gap and the gap fib in between. So it's pretty simple. As Daffy would say, keep it simple, stupid. What are some other levels we can add? Got a couple emerging candles here. Got the all-time high. And then, of course, your intraday levels that you can add. So if you want to go ahead and fill up your chart with info, you can. But your chart should be pretty clean right now. There shouldn't be a lot of levels everywhere. It should be pretty spaced out.
To see where tomorrow's open is.
Yeah, exactly. It really does rely on how tomorrow's open works. It's taking everything in me not to grab a coin call.
Give it another day.
Shut your mouth.
Just planting seeds of doubt.
Satan. Bulls want to bait bears here into the gap close and go back to the balance above. Bears just want to close that gap. You see what I mean, though? Everything pretty much relies on the gap and the gap fib. So we really shouldn't be looking at like a million different things tomorrow on SPY. I'm just trying to make it simple.
Bears want to close the gap, but so do bulls. Like, bulls want to buy at the bottom of the gap. Like, that's what a lot of bulls are waiting for, is those lower prices.
Yo, hold up. Hot take.
You have to remember what a gap is. Like, think of how many people got left behind when price gapped up, because not a lot of people can even buy during pre-market or after hours, right?
Yeah, it's a lot lower volume. Historically, a lot lower.
Exactly. So there's people that got left behind, and that's why you'll often see huge buying spikes inside those gaps.
Dude, I hope we open lower tomorrow and get a hammer candle, and in the first 30 minutes of tomorrow, I hope we have a higher low set. That would be a very cool. I'm not trying to like hope. I mean, I did just say the word hope, but that would be cool. It'd be cool if we had that scenario play out tomorrow, and then tomorrow would look like a hammer high or low. We get the test of the gap, and the bulls would get some fun. So both sides get what they want. But either way, I'm excited for tomorrow because this makes it so much more simple.
See, like, it's even happening right now. We're dipping down into the gap and immediately waking back up. It's like people waiting at those prices just to get filled on buys.
It'd be funny if we didn't even break into this gap at all. This was it. Tomorrow's just a higher open and we just go.
I mean, it could happen.
I love these simple scenarios. It's so simple.
This whole grind down has just really looks like
Oh, I can totally...
bullish retracement. What some people would call a bull flag.
It's a measured move, dude. Use your vocabulary right.
Yeah, that.
When in reality, I'm honestly focused on one thing and one thing only. Oh my god, that's crazy how that lines up. Pinch me. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Hold up. Alright, yeah, these are the only levels we need tomorrow. Oh, wait. Then would be pissed if I didn't do this. Oh, wait, I can't draw yet. The PDCP, we gotta draw that as well. PDCP would be a great trigger for more upside in case we don't fall.
I was just gonna say a couple minutes ago, I would like to see us retrace to that exact level overnight and then reject. Short it.
Dude, tomorrow's about to be a movie. Or an inside bar.
Yeah.
No, tomorrow's gonna be great. I'm pushing that energy out there. We're gonna have a great day tomorrow. We're gonna have great movement. Everybody's gonna be fucking on it. Everybody's gonna be super awake. Everybody's gonna not want to play marbles at the end of the stream, and I'm gonna love that about everybody. Andrew just dropped a Weeble comment in chat, then. That is crazy how that like random ass method I do of drawing that fib lines up with that gap. And I only do that because like in my head it's just like ground gained, right? Oh, did you watch my recent video? I mentioned you I mentioned your name in it twice, I think. I was like, Leland's probably laughing his ass off right now. I was messing up my
Is it in members only?
No, it's public on YouTube. But I
haven't watched it yet, the one 5 hours ago.
Yeah. Bro, at the very beginning,
I'll watch it later.
I'm like drawing my lines to like do my visual example like you always see me do. And I left these on and I was like, son of a bitch, this is so hard to look at. And then at the end I'm like, I bet Leland's laughing his ass off right now. But yeah, I figured out you can put it on.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask,
hover.
how do you do that?
Show label on hover. And then you can put label position in the middle, so don't put it at the top or the bottom. If you put it in the middle, it doesn't cover up where you're actually drawing it. And then I set as default. But yeah, really cool, man. Really cool. So if I was like,
yeah,
wow,
I like that.
How much has this moved up? It's not like taking up my whole screen. It's kind of nice. It's moved up. Not even that much. Yeah, I like that tool now.
Almost go time.
Yeah, Power Hour flies, honestly. And real quick, let's check the dailies again, see if we see any last minute setups that we just have to be a part of. Only if it's
Mike is already panicking.
On what?
Mike R.
I forgot, what is he in again?
SPYI.
Oh, SPYI. Yeah, never mind. I should already know the context of this.
He's like, oh, right down the shitter. It's like, bro, you bought the literal all-time high. Like, what did you expect?
Oh, whoa. Oh, wait, I already said this earlier. Damn it. I hate when earnings just happen, man. It fucks up everything. But Home Depot looks really good for short-term downside if we take earnings out of the equation. I hate that just happened. Ulta looks good for some downside. This is actually where I was looking for bullish retake and ended up dropping under it. Good test of 370 on Ulta. Ooh, baby, a triple type beat.
Headshot.
Bueller, Home Depot. Oh, huh. Maddie said it too. I didn't even read your comment, honestly, and that was like the third time I've looked at Home Depot. And I think every time, because I'm not staring right here when I'm looking at my chart, I'm staring right here at the last couple candles. So every time I've pulled up Home Depot, I've been scammed.
That was a nice candle on shop.
But no, Maddie, I'm glad you like it too, because that shows you know what the hell you're looking at. It's a pretty crazy candle on shop all. That's a dark cloud cover, basically, but dear God.
And an inside bar, technically.
Yeah, if I know anything, that's very indecisive right there. It's not fair to flip bearish quite yet, but might be picking up.
Jesus, BA.
BA and Delta Airlines. I just don't understand what's going on here.
Something's about to happen.
Yeah. Mike said my baby Shop. Dude, Shop's a beast. Shop is a beast. I'm honestly interested in Pepsi. Maybe not as like the drink itself, but like the stock is actually starting to sit at a pretty good spot. So if we start to see more basing there, I might look at that more.
Did I ever show you the BA chart the weekend before 9/11?
No, I don't think so.
I'll send it to you in a DM right now.
How high did
I already
it
have it charted, so. Oh, dude. Opposite.
It gapped down? Damn. This must have been before that new rule came out from Boeing of like, hey, every time a plane falls out of the sky, we're going to pump the stock.
No, this was a couple days before 9/11.
Oh, oh, wait. I think you did tell me about this, and there is an actual story on that. There's a story on insider trading, but it was by terrorists. It was by people who were friends with terrorists. And I think some of them have been arrested and like brought to court. And some of them are across the world, I think. But all that money that was made was locked and frozen, I believe. I don't think anybody actually got those profits. But I remember I heard you talk about it, and then I heard something about it on a different app, and I was like, what the hell? Like, this is weird. Is this like a tinfoil hat thing? And so I researched more, and it wasn't. It was a real thing. There was like terrorist insider trading before 9/11 because they knew it was gonna happen, and some of them just couldn't fucking sit still. They were like, I gotta short America and burn it down.
Yeah, I just posted it on Trade Floor.
Like, you want to hear a true roast from America to a country that wants to blow us up? If I wanted to come blow that country up, I couldn't even find a stock to benefit from because there's no company in the world that gives a shit about this kind of countries. Like, these people are bottom of the barrel, man. They don't just want to see us burn. They want to profit off of it. That's crazy next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, insider
trading. I never knew it was terrorists doing it. I just thought it was spooky.
Well, it was like terrorists, and then
or
there was
people that knew about it.
That were people who were informed, who might not have been terrorists, but I mean, you might as well call them one.
Right.
Yeah, gap downs. That shit's crazy. And then 9/11.
Like people were buying puts leading up to it. It's like crazy.
Bro, if I could have a time machine, though, I would tell everybody to buy the dip. I'd be like, guys, it's up from here. Trust me. Time machine, tell everybody to buy the 9/11 dip on Boeing. I would go back and tell everybody to buy the COVID dip. I wouldn't even go back that far.
Yeah.
I'd be like, guys, this shit wasn't even made in China. This was us. Just buy the dip. You're gonna hear a lot of crazy things in the news the next couple of years, guys. Buy the real
or even 2022.
Yeah, 2022. Yeah.
So like, once we started rallying back up, nobody was trusting it. Like,
Nobody trusted
surely we're
it,
going back down.
and that's what helped it like give us a second chance, and then also the reason why it was possibly fueled for more, not just interest rates and all the other stuff for forward expectations, but I think that was the most of the reason we kept going up a little bit more than not, was because of that common belief of like, nah, this is going down again, nah, this is going down again.
Yeah.
And then we did have that one pretty big drawdown move. That was the last drawdown move though. It was like a big triple bottom. There was like 4 or 5 candles sitting there. I could spot it on SPY right now. Right here. Yep, this one, this exact one, because I made Workshop 11 when this was happening.
That day was insane.
And I remember this was the last real drawdown that SPY really experienced.
That engulfing was a CPI day, and like that morning they announced that CPI was hitting like 9%. The inflation rate was hitting like 9% or something like that.
That was a crazy time to be
So
alive.
that rally was just so unexpected. It was like, oh my god, inflation is through the
We
roof,
thought
and
that
then we
was the
rally.
end. We thought that was the end of the world, dude.
It was like
Everyone
doom
did.
and gloom, and then just a massive bull candle. It's like, what is going on? Why are we rallying?
We were going up because everybody and their mom was bearish. Like there was no other direction to go but up. That was crazy. It's like that just happened the other day, but it didn't. It's been a fat minute since that happened.
Yeah.
A lot of wild emotions those weeks. Netflix,
Yeah, Tobias, there was
so-
somebody else. I can't remember who it was, but somebody in our chat that day had like a 20,000% SPX contract. I got like 200% and thought I was hot shit, and then he posted his. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like 20,000.
Whoa.
Like, okay. My bad, bro. I didn't know this was your pocket spot.
But yeah, see if you look at the 1 minute right now, this is exactly what I was talking about. Like we dip into this gap, and then every time we dip down just a little bit, higher candles show up. Dang, 20x on $200. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, the .com bubble too. Two and a half minutes, guys. I'm just going through a couple of charts. I won't lie, I kind of like Oracle for short-term downside. I like that it's breaking a level and it's a bearish kicker on the daily. And it's not the first red candle to pop up. If it was the first, I probably wouldn't like it as much. And I only kind of like it just because I don't really like where the rest of the market is. You know what? I'm going to get one. Hold up. 185, 183. I might as well go for the 185.
Did Warren Buffett sell more Apple?
I don't remember. I'll have to look. That'd be a good thing. Oh, no. Actually, I did look the other day. What am I talking about? No, he hasn't. Yeah, or if he
Cash
has...
pile ballooned to 320 billion.
If he has, he hasn't reported everything.
Can you imagine having 320 billion in cash? What the f?
Bro has more cash than most companies in the stock market.
That's insane. He's ready to buy the dip when it dips.
Man's got balls. Alright, I got one Oracle for next week. 185 at, I think, 203? Yeah, 203. Really aiming for that 185. But of course, if we're already flushing through that by the time I'm trying to cut it, we'll probably try to aim for that 183. But main target, 185. Yo, good job, Andrew. How did you do on those puts? I was actually about to go look back and check on that. Oh, okay. No, don't add a fire emoji. What the fuck?
Roasting him like that.
I was like hovering over it thinking it was you adding it, and then I was looking. I was like, who the hell's doing that? I mean, Andrew's not tied to it. He knew it was just a last 10-minute random gamble type fun test trade kind of thing. I don't think he was married to it.
Yeah.
And I know Tobias wasn't married to it. Market's closed. Ding, 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 ding. All right, guys, go vote in the quick polls channel real quick. Or in the polls channel. I don't know why I called it quick polls. But let us know how your day was. Green, red, did you trade? Did you not trade? Feel free to post any reviews in the resultant review channel. Any up-and-coming things you're looking at in the post charts channel. Or you can just post it in Trade Floor. That's also chill.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I do the ding, ding, ding because I'm not turning that crap back on. I have that sound so muted. I have Thinkorswim muted, and I have it muted on my desktop. I have that thing so turned off. You will never hear it.
So loud. Sometimes I'll leave my charts open and be in the other room. My fiance will be like, what the hell? What was that? I'm like, you know what that was.
You know what that was? That was fucking a child's being taken. What's that called?
Sound of money.
Amber Alert. It's the damn Amber Alert.
Amber Alert.
That's what it sounds like sometimes. It's just so loud. I feel like a hurricane's coming or something. You put the VW chart in the chart channel? Bet. I'll check it out before I end the stream then. Just for you, babe. China EV market is killing them. I would hope. They have fucking Warren Buffett's money. This is Volkswagen. They went cash flow negative since 23. Ouch. Margins turned to shrink. Yo, quit being a Volkswagen hater, you damn European. There's a future for them. It's just very far from now. You're being racist against your own race. Even though you're not German. 400 billion in
those damn Nazis
in cash,
and their Volkswagens.
Burn at the moment.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's a bias. Even 70 years later. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Alright, well, let me update the... Oh, we don't need to update the chart. It's already pretty much set for tomorrow. I'm just going to leave what I got. And then maybe add this back again.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I heard you.
The fuck?
He just had to make me hear the ding, ding, ding. Alright, yeah, that's kind of the focus, is really just seeing how we open tomorrow. And if we sell off so much that we're already at 591, I would say that definitely decreases the chance we keep selling until we see a follow-up confirmation, meaning until we break under 591 or until I see a rejection underneath 593. So that would be a follow-up confirmation for being more bearish. Hopefully everybody understands that. If we end up holding any of these, which pretty much you're just looking at all three at once for holds, for higher lows. You don't want to just see one higher low, you want to see multiple hold down here, if we're even down here tomorrow. If we're above 593, well, that kind of takes all that out of the water anyway. We're definitely more bullish than we are bearish. So, very decisive area that we're closing at today, which is giving us a decisive plan for in the morning. So, we'll already have that ready. It's already set right now. Okay. But if anybody has any questions, please let me know. If not, then we are pretty much done streaming for the day. And then I will see y'all on the full day Friday stream tomorrow. Did I go over results and review? What do you mean? No problem, Doctor. And yeah, thank you, Ludan, for showing up and talking. He talked long
See you
enough
tomorrow.
that he's definitely gonna not show up tomorrow.
Is it actually your birthday tomorrow?
Yes, it is.
All right, fine. I guess.
All right, fine.
Only if Sinful joins.
Oh, neither of you are joining then. This is solid.
Yeah, we're not joining.
I was waiting. I saw his mic unmute.
Mike unmute. We're not joining. Mike mute. Thank you, Dividend. And I'll see you here tomorrow as well, Dividend. All right, guys. I'm ending the stream. See you guys tomorrow.
All right, see ya.
Okay, bye.
Appreciate you all.